Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Civil War Generals 2. I have not touched this game once since November, even though at this rate it'll probably be November the following year before I actually end up uploading part 1 of this. Let's go ahead and continue. I haven't played this game in a long time either, so hopefully I'm not going to be awful. Here being hopefully. Going to the Battle of Bull Run, and it has, in this game, whenever, depending on the battle previous, you will sometimes have an alternate, where if you go into a battle normally, it would be with historical positions that had during the actual battle, and alternates have little variations to either like unit placement, unit strength, blah blah blah. So for here, rebels are driven up to Henry Hill, where they await the Union assault. Tells you you should try to attack the hill on 2 flanks, try to force them to leave their defenses. I can't speak apparently. I've already recorded a whole bunch, so my brain's kind of scatterbrained. And yeah, there's essentially just different ways they can end up doing it. Bull Run's actually one where historical and alternate in both directions. The entire battle is completely different. This is one of the few ones, if I remember, that does that. Let's go ahead and jump directly into it. And as you can hear, I ended up putting in my own music because I did not want to listen to the same crap again for an 108 turn battle. I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it, please. So if you don't like the music, by the time I hear those complaints, the series will already be done. More than likely, so... How we start off here, we end up having three armies, for a lack of a better term. We have a corps commander here, Irvin Mcdowell, and because we're playing on intermediate, you can see that because this dude right here, Burnside, ever good old Burnside, because he's next to the corps commander, he gets some bonuses. Same with our Arnold in this battalion. He gets a very large amount of bonuses, but that's also because he's near his division commander, Mr. David Hunter. So, yeah, that actually does play a relatively larger part in upper modes compared to beginner. I'm not sure if there actually is a difference between beginner and advanced in terms of like, I'm not sure if beginner has any of those increasing values. I have not played this game in almost a year, so my memory on how to do things is going to be a little bit different. Okay. So we have 2 artillery batteries down here. Mr. Heinzelman, too. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't remember his first name, though. And we have a number of men here that ended up coming across Blackburn's ford here. And they ended up pushing the Confederates out, unlike our timeline, where actually a fair bit of the Confederate forces were originally stationed, including, the force that you saw during the actual battle in the last episode, where you have like James Longstreet, Barton, B, and all sort of men that end up coming up and essentially attacking here near the island's ford. So this is where you have the Confederates. They have some relatively strong positions. They have and I never know how to pronounce that word, or how you're supposed to pronounce it. Abitus? I'm not entirely sure. They have defensive range. And they end up getting a very high cover bonus, and they also get a morale bonus. Hopefully not, but I could also be 100% incorrect on that factor. I'm gonna go ahead and move all of you forward. And I'll have... Do I want to send running up north? Yes. No, you will go up north. No matter what you say, you will do as I say. You have O.O. Howard. I don't even know his full name. I don't remember much about the Civil War. I used to know a lot more. Now I really don't. Oh yeah, and reinforcements, you get none. And technically, the Confederates, they should have a lot less force than they do now. No, that's Beauregard. Where is your other division commander? You should be up here somewhere. Here you are. Joseph E. Johnston, he should not be here. The Shindo army did not arrive until the 20th. Yeah, I don't think he arrived until the 20th. Maybe the 21st. I'm trying to remember now, because essentially how it was, the original battle took place on the 21st of July, and the 20th was Mcdowell doing a lot of ineffective movement and that sort of stuff, which really didn't aid him in any such way. It pretty much did little else besides, give the Confederates another day to prepare defenses, and allowed Joseph E. Johnston's army of the Shenandoah to end up coming and sustain Beauregard. And the Union commander in the Shenandoah, Beauregard had an army of around 8,800 men, even though most sources claim him to be around 1,800, no, 18,000, I can't even speak now, or somewhere in that bounds, which I don't know how you get such a big correlation difference, but I don't know. So, that happened, and Patterson was absolutely just kind of... He was being dumb, for lack of a better word. He ended up with his army of 18,000. His main objective was to hold the Confederates in the Shenandoah, where they are, but that just simply didn't happen. And within an hour of Johnston leaving, he ended up writing to Washington saying that he's doing his best job. He's successfully keeping the Confederates where they are, and it's like, no, you're not at all. It's kind of obvious that you're not. So, yeah, there's that, and I'm gonna get hit, immediately because their artillery's already stationed, but you know what? I can't do much about that. I don't know who I didn't move. I didn't move somebody. Okay, you didn't move yet. That battery can shoot at me. That's fine. I'm going to keep moving you further up. And you can go ahead and move out as well. Now, normally, he will have Longstreet come out of his defenses. Normally. I'm not going to be able to tell where you... I go, no, not you. Not you. You. Move up here. Hopefully he won't shoot at you if you're lucky. I will go ahead and deploy you. Now, howitzers, they have an indirect fire, which you can see here. This grayed out line means that they are able to indirectly fire, so you have a chance of missing, essentially. And there was a way that you could essentially cheese it to where you, almost 99% of the time you would hit. Compared to this guy, he's unable to hit my artillery battery because there's trees in his view. So, if this guy was stationed, or if I had this guy's gun, or if he was stationed here, the area that don't have the squiggly lines, it would be the only thing that he could hit. Go ahead and deploy you. I will deploy you in the trees, and I will go ahead and deploy you... I'll deploy you on the artillery battery, why not? And Burnside's probably going to get shot. There's not much you can really do about that. Sherman should be... Oh, there's Sherman, okay. Keys, go ahead and use you. MJ Hunt, you move across. You also move across. It's probably quicker for them to be on the road, but whatever. If you're on Wildlands, you're going to lose a lot more men to just pure attrition. And if you're on the road, you lose less. If you're on the road, I'm not sure if you actually lose any at all. You probably do. I don't remember, though. There's a scout. You didn't move your men. You know what? Screw you. Guess what? I'm going to shoot you. Lol, you were shot. How does that make you feel? Hopefully shitty. I don't have the men to do us around. Your guns should not be able to reach me. Yeah, you got a range 5 and a range 7. Yeah, your guns can't reach me from down here. That's good to know. So I don't need to have my men in combat formation. Because moving them in combat formation makes them lose a lot more men than it would otherwise. Anyone else I need to move? Oh, right. I have these keys. Perfect. Let's see if I remember the quick keys. Perfect. Yep, you shot him again. You're leading in a lot of your men, which I'm not used to. Hopefully I can actually shoot you. It's hard to tell a little bit, but I should be able to hit you. There we go. You got shot at. I mean, hell, I could actually move you back if I want to. If I move him into those trees, I can shoot him. If I move you... I'll move you here. There. Now you can't get shot, I think. I hope you can't get shot. There, that's a better way to put it. You're range 7, so okay, yeah. Stuart's up here. I don't actually have the... Well, he has a tiny bit more men than I do, but... I will go to the mansion. I will own it. I will claim it as my own. I'll take all the money out of it and make... Nope, not even gonna say that. You go ahead and move up here. I could send my sharpshooters out a little bit more, but... I'm a little bit worried about this group here because they haven't moved. Again, normally they do, from what I remember at least. But yeah, that only does, you know, so much good in most of the cases. I guess you, well, you have a range of 8. That should actually be fine. I need to see the terrain heights. Okay, so if I position all of you, I'd prefer to kind of put some pressure up here, but because these men aren't in any sort of like real combat ability at the moment, I prefer to wait. Can any of you hit indirectly? You can, and you can't. Okay, good to know. So as it stands, you go ahead and move. There we go. The only one that can attack me now is the cavalry, but they probably wouldn't with such a high advantage because they'd also be attacking uphill. But it should be okay. Yep, you go ahead and keep on moving. I'm going to take off those numbers. I've played entire matches with those numbers on. If I put you here, you're going to be able to get shot. If I move you forward at all, you're going to be able to get shot. You outrange... Yeah, you outrange my... Well, I can put you there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could hit this, but that's really about it. That should actually be fine. I'll go ahead and put you in combat. You move up here into combat. No, not you. He shouldn't be able to hit you from there. That's actually fine. All of you, yeah, you're all good. I'm actually going to go ahead and dig you in. Maybe try to lure him out to me directly. That'd be nice. He shouldn't have the range to hit this guy here. Yeah, no, there's no way. If he does, and I'm calling hacks, he just lopped the ball way higher than they're normally able to. I mean, hell, a lot of these guns had a very long range. Something equating to around, like, I know some of them had a range of over a mile. I don't know much in the way of artillery. Artillery's never a thing that I really learned. I just kind of learned, you know, random basic facts and little else. Okay, so you can't hit me there. Good to know. Okay, you can apparently hit my dude there. I don't know why you're shooting at my corps commander, but apparently you're shooting at my corps commander. Okay, no, yeah, you're stationed in there. I mean, I could even do some counter battery fire. I don't like doing that if I have a choice. Shouldn't go ahead and keep shooting you, because why the hell not? Fine. You know what? You go ahead and move. There's not much I can really move you to. Move back here, restation. I think you'll still get a bonus. Yeah, you should. I want to see within the first 2 hexes you get a big bonus, and within the next, like, 6 you get a little bonus. I don't remember what the specifics were to that, though. I don't have artillery set up. So, I mean, that means that I'll just go ahead and move you 2 back then. I'll station you, both of you, just in case. Because my men aren't exactly the happiest campers in the world. And if I station you there, you probably can't, I can check actually. Yeah, you can't shoot anything, so I'm going to go ahead and undo that. You get 1 undo per action, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, I need to have you in one of these 2 squares, which would essentially open you up to being shot. For lack of a better word, you would be open to being shot. Now, is that a level? Is that a 6? Yeah, it is. It's not bad. That's actually a really good angle. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. Or if I move you, no, I can't station you up. So yeah, just go ahead, deploy here for the moment. Move here, deploy, deploy, and use on top of the artillery, not on tip, on top. He should not come after my artillery. He shouldn't be able to, if I remember this game correctly. But ooh, that's a bit of a big bargain. But yeah, he should not be able to. I kind of get the feeling that not a lot's going to get accomplished here, but you know what? Shit happens. You come across. I might actually want to send my men up at this point. He doesn't have much in the way of men up here. Most of them are relatively weak, so I should be okay. The Confederates also don't get any reinforcements. You don't either, so... I might be getting sick, unfortunately. Oh no. Goddamn kids and everything, even though I'm out of school. I'm still gonna blame the kids. That's what you do, right? Right? Why are you looking at me like that? It's what you're supposed to do, just blame the kids for everything.